Welcome, comic book junkies. I hope you're doing well. It's late on a Saturday night. I have a massive haul. So this could be a long one. I don't want to break it up into two because I know people get bored watching part twos. Shout out to my boy, Jacob Smith, and his new granddaughter, Sadie Smith, and Rochelle, his wife. They made this Nighttiger comic t shirt for me. So I am supporting them, supporting my granddaughter, and a massive haul. Been picking up a lot of books. I hit the same LCS 3 times this weekend. And I'm old, I forget. I'm looking for Moon Knight issue 2. I picked up 3, but I couldn't find 2, and 1 was great. And I really wanted to be able to read 2 before I read 3. Unfortunately, they don't have it. So, going down the rabbit hole there, I ended up spending too much time picking up more books than I should have. And so we're going to start out with um, the third go around to the comic shop and work our way back. So what did I get?
Watch Nighttiger Comics!
Tiger Comics.
Tiger Comics! Nighttiger Comics! Nighttiger Comics!
The first off, I picked up this sweet killer three issue run of JLL versus Teen Titans by George Perez. This is from February 1993, number 3, and these were in the dollar bin. And just sweet George Perez covers. I haven't cracked them open to see what art is inside, but if it's anything like the cover art, I will be happy. So that's number 3. If one side wins, everybody loses. Number 2. Another sweet George Perez cover from January 1999. I didn't even really know about this series. So the comic shop, they put long or short boxes on one of those push carts like library books go on the end of their the alcove of the back issue bins. So once in a while I'll go through them and see what I can find. I happen to find these. Here's number 1. It's a sweet cover by George Perez again, October 1998. Again, $1. So something I really wanted to read. Again, I was looking for issue 2 of Moon Knight, didn't find it. I did find this, Batman Returns, for $2. 1992. My son, who did the shirt, is a big Batman Returns fan. When I was in my 20s and he was 6 years old, everything he owned was Batman Returns. He had tents, he had beds, he had sleeping bags. His whole room was filled with memorabilia. When he was a baby, I stood outside the door because he was bawling his eyes out watching Batman Returns. And he got the DVD or the videotape, the VHS Sept at the time, because it was middle 1990s. And he watched that tape like 2-3 times every day. So he has actually, now he's 32, and he has a big shrine to Batman Returns in his apartment. I picked this up for $5. Isis number 1. I needed it for the collection. I don't have any Isis. So this is a permanent issue adopted from the 1975 live action Saturday morning show, which I did watch consistently. I actually had a huge crush on her. She is just so sexy. So that was $5. This thing is really wrinkled, but I know I can press it and it will make it like a really flat, beautiful looking issue. So for $5, definitely worth it. What next? This book I had on my watch list on YouTube. So it was like $4 or $5, and then with shipping, somewhere around $9 to $10. So, some of those books you put on your watch list, you're not going to buy. They're modern books, they're cheap, but you're always looking for the silver, the bronze, and you think, oh, I might pull the trigger, but you never do. So this one was one of those books, but my LCS had it for $4. They not only had it, but they had the newsstand edition. Terry Dodson cover of the White Queen, just a gorgeous good girl cover from 2009. Just a really nice, gorgeous. I think it's a beautiful cover. Good, nice, leaving it to the imagination. White Queen cover was $4, so I didn't have to pay the shipping. Well worth it. Nice high grade copy. Uncanny X-Men #2 annual. What next? So the next book is an eBay purchase. I had the whole run except this book for the last, I don't know how many years. But it's that one book you just feel like, I'll find it in the wild. I don't want to pay eBay prices. And you wait and you wait and you wait. And it's just one of those books that you just never find. So I decided to pull the trigger on eBay. I paid, let me see, what did I pay for this? $24.61 with shipping. So first solo, Guardians of the Galaxies and Marvel Presents, #3, February 1976. Beautiful Al Milgrom cover, beautiful Al Milgrom art, interiors, Steve Gerber on the scripts. Again, the first solo begins of the Guardians of the Galaxy, and kind of an iconic cover. And it finally completes my run of the Marvel Presents Guardians of the Galaxy. Very happy about that. Of course, I didn't want to pay $30 almost, but I waited long enough to know that I'm never going to find it in the back issue bin. So there you go. And now I'm done. I completed it. And I have a bunch of books coming on Monday and Tuesday that are Bronze Age books that are helping me complete runs. I had some money. I said, it's time. It's time to do it. Okay, so into the haul. We are starting out with the Captain America 213 run filler from February 1973. This is on all Kirby Vision. So he does scripts. He does art. On this, its first appearance of the Night Flyer, which is one of those characters that probably disappeared after issue 2 or the next issue. But again, Captain America, Bronze Age, I didn't own it. I'm pretty close. I'm filling up this run from 100 to like 300. And I'm not a completist. I don't really go out of my way to complete stuff. But, I'll check my CLZ app to see what I'm missing every now and then. Here's another one I was missing, 202, October 76. I don't even know who does the cover on it. And these are always great reads. They're worth owning for $5 or less. Now, I need your help on the next one. So this was $1. And it says, never before seen comics adaptation of the Captain America movie. Now, we all know Captain America came out, the first Avenger, in 2010, I think. So the movie that was the Captain America movie before that was in somewhere in the 80s. Pretty cheesy movie. So I don't know if that comes from the 80s movie or if there was another movie produced and never got released. I don't know. This is a nice near mint copy from 1992. So if you guys have any ideas of what adaptation of what movie this is, because I haven't even read it, let me know in the comments. But for $1, I thought, it's a good pickup. I'll read it. I'll throw it in the collection. I'll enjoy it. And there you go. So never before seen comics adaptation of Captain Marvel, the movie. And then here it says a special edition or special. So help me out. Tell me if you know where is this adaptation coming from? So what's going on with the next book? So if you're not subbed to modern, I think it's called Bronze Age Modern Gods or something like that. Really great channel. The guys do a great job on editing. All their videos are super entertaining. And they talked about the 3 weirdest books. There's 2 different guys in the channel. So they talked about the 3 weirdest books in their collection. One of the books that was talked about was this book here, Combat Kelly number 9. And I vaguely remembered, like, did I see that in the LCS back issue bin? And you question yourself and you're like, you're just being crazy. So I went back and actually found it for $3. I did see it. Well, what's unique about it is written by Gary Friedrich. And he really pushes the envelope of the comics code in here. Because I haven't read it yet, according to Modern Gods and Bronze Age channel, the villain in here kills off all the characters of the team. But not only that, he cuts the tendons in the legs of the Combat Kelly's girlfriend, and she becomes a quadriplegic for the rest of her life. So there we're talking about how did this book get past the code? Because it's so brutal and violent. So I thought, oh man, I want to read that. So I found it. So it's Combat Kelly number 9 from 1973. Gary Friedrich on script, Dick Ayers on the art, and again the whole team gets wiped out. And what's funny is it's not the last issue, so this book goes on for several more issues without the team because they got wiped out. So really provocative, really stepping out of the box on this one. Gary Friedrich pushing the boundaries. So you can find that cheap. I recommend it. Combat Kelly number 9. Let's see where we're at here. Just a book I picked up for $2, a Chili, Marvel, Bronze Age from 1972. Really nice looking copy. And, of course, it's a kind of an Archie ripoff. But then again, these books, for $2, I'll pick them up every day. Especially when they're in decent grade. So Captain America run fillers. Actually, I already have this one. This is one of the ones that I had already. But just a beautiful beautiful Zek cover with Nazis, Red Skull from 1981. And this was $3. And like I said, according to my CLZ app, I already own this book. So this will be possibly a giveaway. And then Captain America 225 from 1978, another $3 book. Pretty cool. And again, according to my CLZ's app, I don't have these. I thought I had this one, but maybe not. August 78, 224. This is actually Mike Zeck's first art on the title. So he did a big run on Captain America. So he does the cover and he does the interior work. This is Captain America 225. This isn't listed as a key, but it should be, as Mike Zeck is an iconic artist on Shang-Chi and also the Captain America run. All right, what do we got going on here, boys, girls? So 220 run filler, $3, April 1978. I believe it's a Gil Kane cover. Just beautiful Bronze Age stuff. And I have this theory that Bronze Age stuff is going to be going up all issues, even non-keys eventually, big time, and they'll be really hard to find. So now's the time to really jump on that stuff and embrace it. So we got some free comic books. These are currently at the LCSs as we speak. This is Batman The World, number 1. Also Batman Night Watch, number 1. And what else? there's another free comic one in here. And then also Batman 0 Point, which reprints the first Fortnite issue. Now these are free at your LCS. If you can get there, they should have them for free. And again, another issue of The World. So I had my grandson. I was able to get 2 copies of everything. And these are all free. So that's a reprint of the Fortnite 0 Point. Get your LCS, pick those up really quick. Okay, back to the haul. We got some new comics. Batman 113. Now I have to say, I am not loving the Batman series anymore. I'm not liking the way that Tynion has having to follow the narrative of the future state, and he's not being able to do really what he wants. But then again, I do love Batman. I gave it another chance. I picked up this issue, which is 113. This is actually the full appearance of Peacekeeper 10. So I don't know if that's going to mean anything to anyone. But my nature of my Batman fan won out over knowing that the book's probably not any good, and I dropped the $4. So I went back and I picked up another copy of I Am Batman A and B. And if you saw my last video, I talked about this book. I cannot recommend it highly enough. The art, the story is a 10. It's top notch. I know if you pick this up and read it, you will not be dissatisfied. It is that good. This is a book I'm specking on, not for money, but I'm thinking in the future that this book is maybe like 6 months down the line, people are going to be like, man, I want to get a copy of that. I've heard great things about it. Now I can't find anything about it. And it's going to drive it up, the price up a little bit, because the art, the story is stunning. It's top notch. And I'm going to keep pushing this book for a while, at least till I get to issue 2. I hope issue 2 is just as good. So I picked up issue 3 of number 9, Moon Knight. I could not find a copy of number 2 anywhere. So I'm kind of hesitant to read this. Even though it's the first appearance of the Hunter's Moon, I'm going to take a guess, but I think that's Moon Knight's brother. I'm not sure. So this is the latest issue, came out this week. I'd really like to find issue 2. I actually thought Moon Knight number 1 was much better than I was expecting. And at the end, I was like, man, I want to read number 2. So that's good writing when they hook you into believing that. So on to the haul. 25th anniversary of Daredevil, number 236. I paid $2 for that. One that I was missing of the 25th anniversary covers. This was just a random Combat Kelly, and since I wanted to read number 9, I thought maybe 6 will be just as interesting. So this was $3 at the LCS. And this is Gary Friedrich on scripts, Dick Ayers on art again. And a pretty good copy, too. Now, these next 2 books I already own, but man, I couldn't pass these up. These covers are killer. It's a Gil Kane cover from 1975. Roy Thomas on scripts. Now, this is a special issue because it has a guest star artist inside, which is Michael Plug. And if you know what his art is, you know that you'll love it. So he's a special guest artist on this. I already own it, but for $2, I will definitely pick it up again and probably share this down the line with someone who has not experienced these comics before. Also picked up an issue of number 56, which I just saw I had another copy in another box. But that is just a beautiful killer copy with like a knight or a bat creature coming down. Good Girl cover from 1975. And this is a John Buscema cover. You always know it's going to be good. Next, what do I want to say about this? Again, this is just a run filler. Number 230, August 1986. And seriously, I wasn't really collecting issues this far into the future. I was more around 83 and below. So I don't have a lot of issues around this era. But it was $1 and it was 320. So I said, what the heck? Picked it up. Second copy of this one. First appearance of Free Spirit. Just a beautiful cover. 431, September 1994. Who does this cover? Jay Hooper. But, you know, it's a pretty good cover, and I have a couple issues of this. And with the way they're going with female characters, you just never can tell. So I'll throw that in the collection. What the hell? So picked up not one, not two. Yeah, only two. Actually, I was going to pick up three, but the third one had a little bit of a damage to it. So this is first solo Clandestine, and this has a first appearance by Albert and Adam Destine. Alan Davis art, foil cover. If you're not familiar with Alan Davis, he did the Excalibur run from issue 1 for like 12 issues. So it's beautiful art. This book is listed around $10 to $12. So they were $1 each, so I said I'll pick them up. Got some first appearances in them. October 1999. And, you know, I'll read it. I'll be interested in reading it. Another first issue, just a beautiful Michael Golden issue. Look at that. Showing some cleavage. Cops, The Job #1 from 1992. Again, a Michael Golden issue. And he's giving you some cheesecake right there. It's really interesting. I wanted to read it. So it was less about the boo job and more about the reading. I didn't know these next books existed. They didn't have #1, but what they did have was several copies of this book. And who knows? Who knew that John Candy had a comic book? So it says John Candy, Candy's Camp, #6, October 1990. Pretty nostalgic. #5, John Candy's Camp, Summer Camp, or whatever it's called. And this is a newsstand edition. All of these are newsstands. And they're from the 1990s, so that's pretty cool. And then one more, another newsstand. #4, August 1990. John Candy's Candy Camp. Another newsstand copy. And then what do we got? So I picked up this. No big deal. I just wanted to really read it. But this is the Jeff Johns Yvonne Scriber run. And I follow Yvonne Scriber on his YouTube channel. I follow his buddy Zach. And so this is definitely something I want to read. I want to check out the art. This is Green Lantern Rebirth #6. So it's a 6-issue miniseries. They didn't have all 6. They had 1 through 3 and then 6. But what did we get here? So we got #3. Ethan Van Sciver art on the cover. And who did we say was doing scripts on this thing? Jeff Johns on the scripts. So it's going to be good. These both, all of them were $1. Even the numbers, #1 or #6. And then we got #2, and we got second print sketch cover from 19, why didn't I put the 2005? So November and January. And there you go. We have the sketch covers, the regular covers. And then we also got issue 1, 2004. This is the 4th printing. And we're moving on to World's Finest. Picked up the last issue of that for $1. I don't even know who does the cover. These last issues can be really cool. They're done well. I found another DC Universe variant. So this is Detective Comics number 677, August 1995. And, of course, the DC logo. Now, I did find another DC logo right after this, which was Icon teamed up with Superboy and somebody else. And I'm like, man, it's one of the ones that I keep finding over and over and over. So I kind of put it back. Picked up this. This is Michael Land's beautiful Good Girl cover with Santana and Black Canary from September 2004. So we're moving on. The last 3 books of the Grails, they were the wall books, which I rarely ever buy at this comic shop because you normally overprices them quite a bit. I always do my research. These 3 books seem to be under retail, so I was happy to pick them up. What did I get? Just a first appearance of Sinjon, Thanos' mother. And then this issue, Captain Marvel's chosen to be the collector. And I think I'm almost finished with this run. This is one I just didn't have. This is number 29 from November 1973. Just kind of a really iconic cover, too. Shows up in a lot of 80s Marvel puzzle books and Marvel books like that. At the point my son really got disappointed with that. These last 2 are wall books. According to my LCS app, I don't own this. I thought I did. Number 181, second appearance of Gamora, third appearance of Pip the Troll, and this is from August 75. I believe it's a Jim Starlin cover. Okay. So last but not least, we did pick up issue 2 of Marvel 2-in-1, which is The Death of Thanos. I think there's a minor first appearance in here. I can't remember. This book was like super, super, super hot, but it's cooled down a little bit. I paid $40 for it. It's a really nice copy, probably like a 9.2, maybe a 9.4. So happy about that. I think I got a good deal on it, which is unusual at this comic shop. So that's it. That's my haul. That's all that I got. Appreciate y'all hanging around. Let's see, what are we at? We're at a half hour, which is normal for me. So, again, thanks a lot. I appreciate the support. And y'all have a great week.